Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. It's Teacher Fred again, and we have our online learning. I am going to present this video to you, and today we're going to have our math subject, and it's going to be our second unit for this second semester, and it's going to be the last unit for this school year, and we just have 2 months and 2 months left. So I hope that you tune in with me until the end of this semester so that you know you will be prepared when you move to that next level. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to our lesson for today. I have it here. I have a presentation. Let me move my face there just a bit. It says here online learning. So we're having our online learning right now. If you have some questions, just message me on Class Dojo. Okay, so before I move on to my lesson, I just want to give the meaning of some words that we'll be using. Meaning of words. I'm gonna be using this word organize, and I'm going to use this word model. When I say organize, I mean it this way. So it means to arrange things in a way that will not be messy and confusing. Again, I want to repeat that organize means to arrange things in a way that will not be messy and confusing. So it's just simply like if I'm saying I want you to organize the things inside your bag, I'm telling you to just fix them so that it will not be messy, so that when you look at your bag, when you open your bag, it's easier for you to know where to get your pencil, where to get the eraser, where to get your English notebook, something like that. So if I'm going to use this organize, it means like so that it will not be messy, so that it will be easier for you to see it, it will be easier for you to check it out. Okay, so that's the word organize means. And model, it means to show using drawings or numbers. I believe you know that already. If I'm talking about model the number, I'm talking about you making a representation of the number. So if I have 3, if I said number 3, you make a model which is maybe 3 dogs, 3 pencils, something like that. So you know that already. Cool. So I think the word that we're going to be having a little bit confusion for now will be the word organize. So let me bring that up there and let's move on. So another word that I'm going to use is data. And your question is, what is data? It means information. Every time I say the word data, I want you to think of the word information. But some of you would ask, but what is information, teacher? Let me ask you, do you have any data or information about CIA? If I'm going to ask you this question, it means, do you know something about CIA? So, data or information is something you know about things. It can be the count, the color, and more. So, if I'm saying data, it's something that you know about something. So, example, let's go back to the question that I asked you. Do you have a data about CIA? So you can say any information about CIA or data about CIA. I think there are 3,000 students. That is the data. That's an information about CIA. So you know something about it. I think they have one, two, three, four buildings. That is an information. That is a data. When we say data, it's the information that you know about someone. If I'm going to ask you, can you tell me data about your family? You can say, or can tell me an information like, I have 3 brothers, I have 1 sister, I have my grandmother in the house. So that's a data. So that is the meaning of the word data. I'm going to use that as well in our lesson later on. Wait, why is this going a little bit bigger? I want it to be small. Move. Okay, so these are our goals for this lesson. Learn how to organize data to solve real-life situations. Learn how to organize. Learn how to fix information so that they will not be messy or it will not be confusing to solve real situations. Okay, we're going to learn how to make sure that our data is not confusing. We're going to learn on how to make our data clear to the person who is reading our data. And another goal, we will apply the HOM, thinking and communicating with clarity and precision, to our worksheet today. And we'll be able to apply that HOM if you still are having a hard time understanding the thinking and communicating with clarity and precision. We'll learn that later on in our math worksheet. So here's our activity. We tally the data. Example of tally is this one. Tally marks, you see this? So how many cats? You make a tally. So this is a tally mark. Every time you put a tick, that is a tally mark, and the number is the 10. But if you're going to make a model, maybe you can draw 10 cats. Tally marks. This is an example of a tally, and then you put a tick. How many, what is this? Dogs. How many dogs? There are 4 dogs. We will use tally marks and the number of 4. And there are 6 rabbits. 6. Okay, so tally, it means count. Data, it means information. Clear? Let's move on. Now I have my topical essential question here. How can we organize? How can we fix? How can we arrange and model data to solve problems? That's kind of hard to understand, but you will be able to answer this later on if you will watch the video I posted on Class Dojo first. So you are watching this video right now, but I have posted like around 2 videos before this, so I want you to go back first on those 2 videos before you move on to this video. Clear? So if you are done with that, then it means you are good to move to that next page. So why are we doing this, teacher? Why do we need to learn about tallying? Because in your quiz, you will need to tally something. So in your quiz, this is gonna be the one that you will be answering. But again, you will not answer this right now. I will tell you when to answer it. I'm just showing it to you. So count Rico's toys, then make a tally to get the total number of each toy. So you will put the tally. You're not going to put the number, you're going to put the tally. I told you a while back, what is tally? This one. Right? You will not put the number, you will put the tally marks. And that's what you will do in your quiz. This is not organized. It's kind of messy, it's kind of confusing. So you are going to organize the data. What do you mean data? The information. The data for how many guitars, how many bikes, how many balls. That is the data. This is the data. And you are going to organize it, you're going to fix it, you're going to arrange it so that it will not be confusing. Are you getting that? So if you will see, this part is confusing. This data is confusing. It's not organized. Now you want to organize the data. That's why you're making a tally. That's how important it is. I will explain to you more later on. Alright, on this part of the presentation, I'm going to work with you in tallying. So we are going to tally together, and then later on with your worksheet, which I've already uploaded on Class Dojo, you're going to do it yourself. Okay? But for now, I want to work with you, and let's work together so that we can fix this data. The data here is kind of messy. It's not organized, so we are going to organize the data. Okay? Are you ready? So later on, you can pause the video and then answer it on yourself. You don't need to send it to me, but I just want you to answer it yourself and check if we have the same answer. And if I have some mistakes, then you can tell me. Okay? Alright, so let's move on to this one. Wait, hold on. Here we are. Let us tally together. So if you will see the pet store, Look at the pictures from Ashley's pet store. Count and record the numbers of each pet in the tally chart below. Then answer the questions on the text page. If you didn't understand that or I was fast at reading, you can replay this video. Okay, but the thing here is we're going to count the animals because they are kind of messy. They are not organized. We're going to organize the data. The data are here, mean the information are here, how many animals are in here. But we are going to make it more organized using tally. Okay, we're going to organize it by tallying. So there's an example here, insects. How many tally marks? It says 4. Why? Because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 insects and the total number is there. Now this time, I want you to do it yourself. So I want you to put the tally marks and then the total numbers. You can pause the video first. Pause it now and then we will check our work together. I've already made it. I will show you my work and then you will check your work as well. And let's see if we have the same answers. You will pause it at the count of 3, 2, 1. Cool, thank you so much for pausing the video and doing your work. So, let me move on to that next and then I will show you my work then. Here is my work. I made my tallies here. So, I put fish. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put 4 marks and then 4 numbers. So, I think I'm right. Birds. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. There are 3. So, I put 3 tally marks and number 3. I'm right as well. I hope you're right as well. Cats. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this a cat? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, I put 4 tally marks for the cat and number 4. For the dogs, 1, 2, 3. So 3 and 3. The grand total is 4 plus 4, 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 equals 18. When we say total again, it means you add them all, right? So there, now our data is organized because we use the tally method. So that's what we mean by organizing data. This is not organized because it's confusing. Look at that. They might be confused, but when you do this, it's easier for the people to see it. So this is one way of communicating with clarity and precision. Instead, you know what, if you're going to just give this, these are the animals I have at home. It's not so clear to them because they will still need to count one by one how many dogs, how many cats. But if you are going to show this to them, if this is what you're going to show them, it's so clear. They will just check, oh, so there are 4 insects, there are 4 birds, 3 birds, 4 fish, 4 cats, 4 dogs. So this is one way for us on communicating with clarity and precision. And you can model as well. So, I have a question here. How did we organize the data? I want you to pause it and think about this first. How did we organize the data? What did we use? I want you to think about that and then I will tell you the answer. And if you got the answer, I will give you a high five. Okay? Pause the video. Come on. At the count of 3, 2, 1, pause. And then unpause. Very good. All right. So thank you for thinking about that. So how did we organize the data? I have my answer here. I will show you my answer here. Look. Isn't it that we tally the numbers of cats, insects, dogs, and fish to organize our data? Yes, we did. Like, if it was like this, it was not organized. It was not very clear. And we organize the data by tallying. So we tally the data. And when we did that, it was easier and faster to communicate the information to other people. So when we organize our data, that's the good thing. When we organize the data, it is easier to communicate to other people, how many dogs, how many fish, how many insects, cats, or fish are in there. Cool? Alright. So now, I will bring you to our worksheet. Let me bring you to our worksheet. I hope my internet is very fast so that we will see it right away. Don't forget, we're organizing, we're tallying and organizing our data. Alright, so here is our worksheet. Let me bring my face on the other side. Now we have our worksheet here, and this is the one that I've already uploaded on Class Dojo, and I'm going to explain a little bit of this so that it will not be very hard for you to understand, okay? And I'm gonna give some tips as well on how you're going to answer this. Alright, so here is the worksheet that I'm talking about. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is the worksheet that I was talking about. So let's move on. So situation, your mom is thinking of buying more pillows, chairs, tables, and laptops for your family. Did you get that? She's thinking of buying more pillows, more chairs, more tables, more laptops for your family. You think you have enough of these already. So you decided to make a tally or a count to check how many of these things you have at home before convincing your mom not to buy more. So you do not want your mom to waste more money because you think that, hey mom, we already have enough of pillows, enough chairs, enough tables, and enough laptops. Why do you still want to buy more? So you want to stop your mom from doing this. But you need to make a tally of these things first so that you can explain to her that you have enough. So you need to get the data. Okay? I've already shown this to you. That example of tally is this one. Now this is your activity then. Look around your house, count and tally the following objects you find at home. Things at home. Pillows. Tally the pillows. How many pillows? Don't put the number again. It's tally. You see this? It's tally like this. If you have 2, then you put 2 ticks. Chairs. How many chairs? How many tables? How many laptops? Do you think they're all enough? Now the question here is, look. Do you think these objects are enough for family use? Yes or no? I think it's enough. I think it is not enough. So using the data above, write down your opinion to convince your mom that you have enough things, pillows, chairs, tables, and laptops to use in the house. So you're going to reason out to your mom that you have enough chairs. Example, maybe you can say, we have enough pillows because we have 10 pillows and we just have 3 people at home. So that is enough. How about the chairs, tables, and laptops? We have enough laptops because it is just me who's using the laptop. Other people are not using it. I don't know about you, so I want you to reason out. I want you to use the data. Okay? Use your data here for you to explain in your writing here. You do not just say, I think it's enough. Use the numbers above. Okay? Alright, so I hope that's clear. Now, were you able to solve the problem? Do you think you solved the problem? What is the problem again? The problem is, you do not want your mom to buy more stuff because you think you have enough already. What did you do to solve the problem? What did you do to solve the problem? What did you do to stop your mom from buying things which you don't really need? What did you do above? Think about that and answer that. I'm not going to tell you the answer because if I tell you the answer, then you're not going to be thinking on the higher order thinking. So how did you use the data to communicate with clarity and precision to help your mom? How did you use the data above? How did you use this data, the data in here, to convince your mom that you have enough already? Hmm? How did you use? Now I have the topical essential question here. You will answer it here. How can we model and organize data to solve problems? How can we model data? How can we organize data to solve problems? In my first video, or in the first part of the video, I've told you how we organize the data, right? So you can write it here. But this one, you know how to model already a data. What do you do to model a data to solve problems? You're going to answer here. Example for here is, we can model data by doing this. We can organize data by what? To solve problems. And of course, self-assessment. The task was very easy. You circle this. The task was easy. The task was medium. The task was hard. The task was very hard for me. Alright? So that's gonna be your worksheet for this day. I hope that you will get the chance to really understand this, get the chance to understand how can we organize and model data to solve problems. Clear? So if you have some questions, I will see you on our Zoom session. Note them down so that I will be able to help you and clear more things if you have some questions. Okay? Alright, so see you. Bye bye.